On this edition of Ride Smart, we'll be coming to you from Hamilton, Texas, the 2017 Extreme Cowboy Association World Finals. Best riders in the world for the fastest growing sport in the equine industry today. Hey, this is a show you won't want to miss, and that's coming up right now on this edition of Ride Smart.
That's all today on Ride Smart with Craig Cameron. American Horsemanship.
If you're ready to take the next step in your horses and horsemanship and want to get exclusive access and personal attention from everybody here at the Double Horn Ranch, you need to check out RideSmartClub.com. Hey, you're going to receive all kinds of benefits and discounts to Craig Cameron clinics and Craig Cameron products. Hey, this is new. Get in on the ground floor, and if you want more information, again, go to RideSmartClub.com, and I'll see you guys on the trail.
Welcome back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
Welcome to this edition of Ride Smart, and I think this is an edition you're really going to like. We're at the Extreme Cowboy Association World Finals in Hamilton, Texas. Now, if you don't know what Extreme Cowboy Racing is, let me tell you, it's a great sport, and it's about a horse and rider team that is put to the test in just about every way you can imagine. These guys have to go fast. They have to go slow, and they're going to go over lots of different types of obstacles, and they're going to be judged on each and every obstacle with a score of 0 to 10. Remember, 10 is going to be the highest, 0 the lowest, an average score somewhere around 5.5 to 6. These guys are going to have to really be thinking as they ride, because this sport is all about speed with control. You know, when I came up with this sport, I realized that so many of the sports that we have today are so very specialized. It's just a calf roping horse, or a barrel racing horse, or a jumping horse. And I got to thinking when I was a young man out on these ranches that the horses we rode really had to be a great all-around horse, and they had to do a little bit of everything. I thought, what about a sport that tested a horse like that? And that's how I came up with Extreme Cowboy Racing. And today, they say it's the fastest growing sport in the equine industry. We have contestants from all over the world. It's become very international. And again, the people that you see racing today have qualified over the year to compete at the World Finals and go for a World Championship. You know, if you're interested in extreme racing, don't let the word extreme scare you off, because we have all different levels where you can compete. Here at the World Finals, you're going to see young gun riders. These are the very youngest riders, and you're going to be absolutely amazed at what they can do and how great and how fast the sport is growing. After that, we have the youth division. The teenagers right there, and man, can they put on a show. Now, if you're interested in joining, we have a novice division, and then we have an intermediate division. Then we also have a non-pro division, a Futurity divisions for horses that are young and have never been shown before. And then, of course, the big league, the elite, the Open Pro Association, where the professional trainers compete heads up. in this event, the men and women go right up against each other, and you'd be surprised how many times the women come out on top. So again, as this sport grows, here at the World Finals, as they show up, there's going to be 2 go-rounds. A first go, then a second go where the courses change, and then the top 10 riders make it into what we call the short round or the championship round, where they go for those world championship buckles and the big money. Yes, there's money involved, and it's a pretty good paycheck as this sport continues to grow and just get bigger and better. My favorite thing about extreme cowboy racing is it's really good for horse and rider. It's not the same old thing day in and day out, the same pattern. It changes up from one day to the next, from one course to the next, one place to the next. It's never going to be the same. And it gives these horses a reason to go fast, to go slow, to turn right, to turn left. The riders have to get off and get on, sometimes show a ground tie, and they're judged on what they call a free ride at the beginning and end, where they can show a lot of speed with control. But these horses have to have the ability to go fast, then go slow, negotiate tough obstacles such as bridges and cowboy curtains, water crossings. They have to go in there and sort cattle. They have to do rollbacks sometimes, spins, go over jumps, and they come very quickly. That's what makes this sport exciting. They got to get through it as fast as they can, but still have great horsemanship skills. Why? Because they're judged by a judge 1 to 10 on each and every obstacle, and those judges are looking for soft hands and loose reins, a willing and a want-to horse. How they approach those obstacles. Did the horse stay relaxed and calm and do it in a very, very quiet manner, and then able to go right back into speed and again with control. So many different components happening at the same time. And again, once you see this sport, you're going to want to get involved. And by the way, if you want to get involved and want to find out more about it, go to ExtremeCowboyAssociation.com. Check it out. And again, get involved with the fastest growing sport in the equine industry. Hey, stay tuned for lots more actions, lots more highlights. And again, we're going to have interviews of some of the, not only the top riders, but some of the other riders as well, how they got started, what they're doing with their horses to make them great. And this should be a fun and exciting and informative show.
Craig Cameron invites you to come ride with him in Texas, the very best horsemanship clinic of them all.
If you're looking to come to a great clinic, why not come to the best clinic there is? The ridingest clinic, the most fun clinic, and the most authentic, and that's the Craig Cameron Clinic at Bluffdale, Texas. Go to CraigCameron.com and book the ridingest clinic of them all, and we'll see you in Bluffdale, Texas.
Welcome back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
Welcome back to Ride Smart for the 2017 World Finals. And this is our young gun divisions. Really young kids that are just incredible. And over the years, these kids have just gotten better and better and better. They come there with a lot of determination and just a great attitude. I'm so proud of each and every one of these riders, their ability to compete and their quality of incredible horsemanship. They see that determination on their face. And one of the best things about extreme cowboy racing is it teaches these young people, it teaches them responsibility. It teaches them a work ethic. They're back there cleaning their own pens, grooming their own horses, feeding them, and then out there competing. And this event teaches them how to win and how to lose. And I think that's so very, very important. They have a great quality about them. They know that there's going to be winners. They know that there's going to be losers. And I tell you what, they handle it just beautifully. But I tell you what, so proud of each and every one of these kids.
When you're talking about the Extreme Cowboy Association, it's a phenomenal story. Less than 10 years, they've taken the equine world by storm. rapid growth, not only in the United States and across Canada, but now we see Australia, Belgium, Switzerland, France, Germany, Austria. It's just soaring, and because it's a sport that there's no losers. You win, and if you don't win, you still have fun. The air blows through your hair. It makes you 20 years younger, and it's just one of those sports that you're judged, but a lot of it's by the clock. So it's very meaningful, and I can't tell you the people, but people, judges, lawyers, doctors, school teachers, haven't ridden horses for 50 years, and all of a sudden they're back. But extreme cowboy racing, it's probably the best medicine to make you feel young again.
Well, what you're watching right here is what we call our Ride Smart division. Ride Smart division, that's people that are 55 years old and older, so they're competing at the same level with the same people, which makes it really, really fair. These riders, getting involved again with their horses and a reason to do it when they have this event. And they work really hard, they travel around, but they make great friendships here, and they all talk about it. They call themselves the posse, a lot of them. They're great friends, they come and they compete against each other, but again, they're learning and getting better with each event that they go to. And this event, again, tests them in so many different ways. They're having to cross bridges, go fast, go slow, sort those cattle. And remember, they're judged on each one of those different obstacles. And guess what? They're going for a world championship. Giving buckles away that say world champion and reserve world champion. They're taking it very serious, but most of all, they're really, really having fun. If you watch them work and you watch them ride, they really have a rapport with themselves, their competitors, and their horses. They take it very serious, but again, having a great time. You watch the horsemanship here. They're judged. They have 30 seconds at each obstacle to make it through or not make it through. And you watch that horsemanship working with that horse and not against him. So very important right there. There's our world champion, Steve Barrett. This guy is phenomenal right there. And this horse he's riding is about 18 years old. They have such a great unity about them. And I'll tell you what, they set the pace all the time. And a lot of these riders come here to beat them, but he's been beaten as well as won. And look at the obstacles as they just make it look good, and they just keep on getting better. See, this obstacle here is a cowboy curtain, but it has a water box underneath it. Now, bear in mind, they're being judged by these judges. They can't get abusive or anything like that. It's all about encouraging the horse, not discouraging the horse, working with him, not against him, giving him a reason to go, build that trust, build that confidence, and that's a great job by that rider right there. Right there, we call those our moguls or the high-low. These horses have to do a lot of things. They go up, they go down. Now they go into a stop. They have to turn around, back through there. Again, look at the great position on that horse, looking over her shoulder, aware of what's happening and what's not happening all the way through. And these riders are all 55 years old or older, doing a great job. Here's one of our international competitors. She came all the way from Australia, great Australia contingent. They call her Pinky. I think you can see why. What a great job riding a horse that she's never ridden before, because these guys are put to the test.
We'll be back with more on Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
If you're looking for anything Western, look no further than the Double Horn store. Hey, it's the equipment that we've designed, developed, and tested right here at the ranch for the last 30 years. We've got saddles, saddle pads, hackamores, bits, bridles, head stalls, you name it, we've got it all. Caps, t-shirts, best halters and leads, Craig Cameron flags and sticks. Visit us online at craigcameronstore.com or come visit us here in Bluffdale, Texas.
Welcome back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
Here at the 2017 World Finals in Hamilton, Texas, I'm talking to two of the best and veteran riders, Leanne Hale and her traveling partner, Kelsey Yates. And I tell you what, we're already into the second go-round, and you guys had some incredible runs, maybe some of the best runs I've ever seen. You were like 151 or something, almost unheard of, and as you guys push on each other, you come in your 202. You guys are hoping to make the finals, the short round, and go for a world championship.
Oh yes, the competition is so tough, but that was the funnest thing. That course was great. I had a great time. I'm so happy to be here. Just can't imagine not making it this year.
Well, I tell you what, I call them Thunder and Lightning Kelsey Yates and Thunder and Leanne Hale. You know what? You came in here with such an amazing run right there. Just kind of blew everybody away. What was your game plan when you came in here?
So we're at the World Finals. You know, you have to really put everything out there. You can't leave anything on the table. If you make one small mistake, you're out. So I went out there with the intention of throwing everything I had on the table, and that's exactly what I did.
You know, as you ride here, you know that you got so many other people watching you and young girls trying to emulate you. You know, trying to set an example. But you guys have been doing this racing for a long time. What would you say is your again, magic for success when it comes to extreme cowboy racing?
Well, I like to say ride like hell, but some people take it the wrong way. But it's my last name, so I have to go there. But I love the children; they're coming up so well. I watched them ride this morning. I can't even imagine what this sport's going to be in the next 5 years.
You know, this sport is going and growing, like you say. And again, your success is you guys have such great credentials. Is there something special that you live by as you work and ride?
So my advice to anyone who wants to come out here and do this is that everyone is welcome. Everyone should come and try this at least once. When we both started, we were not amazing. You know, this takes time and practice. And this right here makes you a better horseman and a better person all the way around. Everyone here is family. And as far as what to do, just get out there, go to your shows. Everyone there is there for you to help you. And they want you to succeed just as much as you want to succeed, which makes this sport so great.
Well, I tell you what, talking with two of the best, we'll get some other interviews as we continue on at the 2017 World Finals. Well, as we come back, what you're watching here, some really great hands working with some very young horses in what we call our Futurity division. These horses are just 3 and 4 years old, never been shown before, and man, look at these horses roll. Big lead changes right there and the pole bending right there. And this sport asking so many different facets. Now they're having to get off. Now they have showing a lead up. The horse is in one alley, rider in the next, step down, and they're judged on how quiet that horse stands when he gets back on. Off he goes, off and moving to the next obstacle. You know, as they come around the bend here, so much going on all the time, all these different riders. Here's a rider that's won many world championships in extreme cowboy racing. His name is Lee Hart. And here he is in the Futurity division, and he had several horses entered in this division, so he was really working hard as he shows the groundwork. They have to do all this riding, different obstacles, then show groundwork as well. So again, these horses have to be very well trained, very well broke in so many different facets of horsemanship, and that's what makes this sport so great and so interesting. Now here, he has to take this young Futurity horse and show that he can pony or leading up, and then look at that pack with those little horses bouncing back and forth. That could really spook a lot of horses. But again, look at that horse pick up a nice lead, his ears wiggling, paying attention to his rider as he makes the handoff here. And look another facet. He has to step off, and what he's trying to do here is a ground tie. Remember, the clock is running all the time. He had to get around that cone, and what he was hoping was that horse would stand perfectly still. Now again, another Futurity rider, and this is a rider that's really come a long way. He's won, last year was the world champion in the Ride Smart division. Here he is showing a horse in the Futurity division, checking out the lead changes, and he's gotten really good at his lead changes, and this is Rick Peniston. What a great guy here, loping this horse up, showing his skills, having to step off right there, show a stop, and yes, they're judged on every facet, everything they're doing, their approach. These horses, you want them to lead up with a soft touch, a loose rein. Look at him just jog right up. Now this is one of our best riders here, Megan Warlick. She won so much this year. Again, the High Point rider. She won the Futurity division, and I think the Pro division as well. Again, showing her skill with a young horse. Here she comes around, finishing up right there on a great free ride with a big smile on her face. This gal here won the Futurity division last year. She's her name is Riding Any Chance. Does such a great job with her horses and horsemanship, taking the sport worldwide. One of our ambassadors, taking it to Europe and Australia, doing a great job with her horse here. They have to ride bareback, side pass their horse over there, pick up the rider. Now next week, we're going to have our pro riders, and you won't want to miss that. These guys are just absolutely phenomenal. That's coming up next week, World Finals here on Ride Smart, the fabulous Pro Division. You know, one of my most favorite and popular products that I've ever had is the Craig Cameron Cowboy knife. Everybody loves this knife. It's functional, it's useful, handmade, bone handle, the whole deal. But for you guys that love knives and love things that are Western, check this out. This is a brand new product, and this is the Craig Cameron boot knife. Look at this knife. Again, all handmade, bone handle, double-edged, true functional knife. And it comes with this scabbard right here. It comes with the scabbard, it just clips right on. And this is a really neat little product, and here's how it works. It just goes right on my boot, just like this. And I tell you what, I work with it, I travel with it, I walk with it, I ride with it. Never gets in my way, even when I got on my shafts. I just put it over there like that, and that knife's there if I ever need it. Hey, for cowboys and cowgirls that love things cowboy and love things Western, go to CraigCameron.com and order your boot knife.